welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are again going to see a very important concept in GCP, and this particular concept is acting like a horizontal concept. So, irrespective of which product of GCP you are using, which kind of application you are developing, what kind of resources you are accessing, whether it is a data processing resource, whether it is some kind of VPC or network specific component, irrespective of what kind of job you are performing within the GCP tech suite, this particular topic or this particular concept of service account is you know way important than within the entire tech suite. So basically, let's try to understand this particular concept with an example, right? Say we have created a GCP service account. Let's say, for example, Swatek @gmail.com, and say there are some GCP resources here, like you have, for example, BigQuery instance. Then say you have, for example, cloud storage, right? Then say, for example, you have some data processing service like a data flow or something like that, right? Now if we want this user, swatik at gmail.com, if we want this particular user to be able to access these resources, right? Like, for example, we want to access BigQuery from swatik @gmail.com. Then let's say we wanted to also access cloud services. Then, for example, let's say we wanted to also enable swatek @gmail.com to access data flows product. Then we have to provide the respective roles to this particular physical account, because this is a physical account. Somebody has gone on to the Google's website, they have created this particular Google account, and using that it has it is requesting to access these many resources. The meaning of this is somebody has already verified the identity of swatek @gmail.com, so it is a valid account. And if we do the needful activity to give respective roles, to assign respective roles to swatek @gmail.com, then it is pretty much authorized user to access BigQuery resources, to access cloud storage, and to access the data flow as well. Now, on the similar lines, let's say I'm trying to build an application. Let's say I'm trying to write a Java application, or let's say I'm trying to write a Python script to move the data, to transfer the data from GCS to BigQuery. Like, for example, I'm trying to implement a data ingestion pipeline, and there are some files that are present in GCS, which is kind of a maybe CSV file. And now we wanted to write a automated program, let it be a Java or Python, doesn't matter really, but let's say we wanted to write a Python application which will read the data from GCS, and it has capability to dump the data or to insert the data into the BigQuery table. And now, as we are saying that I wanted to implement an application, so swatek @gmail.com cannot do it. Like, when we say swatek @gmail.com, someone who is a human is sitting behind this particular account, swatek @gmail.com, and he is doing these activities. Like, let's say uh, like if if we are saying that we can access BigQuery with the help of swatek @gmail.com, the meaning of that, the user who is using swatek @gmail.com can access the BigQuery instances, cloud storage buckets, or data flow as a data processing tool. So basically, the physical accounts are for the connection between the human beings, and then these are the resources, like number of resources that are being provided by GCP, and this will help to communicate in between these two. Now, on the same lines, when we are saying that we wanted to implement a Python application which has ability to read the data from GCS and pick up that data, do the processing, and then ingest that particular amount of data into the BigQuery, then this particular activity also needs some kind of authentication mechanism, same as that of swatek@gmail.com, right? And this particular authentication, like if any application wants to use the resources exposed or given by GCP, then the service account is a mechanism which makes this particular connection happens. Like it, we can assign, like using service account, we can assign various roles to that particular service account. So instead of assigning roles to swatek@gmail.com, what we can do is we can just create a service account, right? I'll show you in the upcoming video. We are going to see how to create the service account and whatnot, but theoretically this is how you should do it whenever we wanted to communicate, or whenever we want to create an application, and if we wanted to impose some kind of authentication mechanism on that application, then this can be achieved using the service account. So how this particular thing works theoretically is, we will create a service account, we will give the necessary permissions, like instead of assigning roles to a physical account like swatek@gmail.com, we will assign the roles and permissions to a respective service account, and we can tag your application, let's say Python application, to a service account, so that using service account your Python application can communicate between the GCS resources which are intended for doing an desired activity. Okay, so this is what the concept is, and in the subsequent videos we will see how to actually create the service account, how to assign the permissions to the service account, and how to use them whenever creating the applications and whatnot. Okay, just one request at the start, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. This always motivates me to create relevant content on the tools and technologies which are currently in very much demand in the market. So this is my humble request to all my viewers to please subscribe and spread the word regarding all these educational videos that I am creating for you guys. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.